and I was playing the chords to this song called Here Comes Your Man by the Pixies.
Yeah.
And I started making up words called, and I said appropriate self-disclosure. So it's like, appropriate self-disclosure, the most important rule of the road. Appropriate self-disclosure, please stay out of my humble abode. So that was the first song that I started to write, which was part of the Rules of the Road, the chat pack.
I noticed
from
that.
Lit and the Land.
Yeah.
So I wrote part of that song, and then I wanted to start another Rules of the Road song. So I started non-judgmental, non-responsive, empathetic listening. And Ruth helped me out in writing it.
A little bit.
And then we finished it.
Yep.
Wow.
And so now we have 1.5 songs from that. Yeah. And that's how we came up with the idea to write it.
I'll take any or all of it.
Okay.
Whatever you're willing to perform.
We'll sing the whole thing.
Okay.
Hey, Aiden. Non-judgmental, non-responsive, empathetic listening. Non-judgmental, non-responsive, empathetic listening. What's the biggest risk you've taken? What's the farthest you've been from home? Tell me one time you felt forsaken, felt unloved and alone. Don't worry, you can say what you're thinking, because my friend, all you need to know is that I practice non-judgmental, non-responsive, empathetic listening. Non-judgmental, non-responsive, empathetic listening. Let me tell you a sad story about a man who had it all. Rich, sexy, and impressive. And then he took a big bad fall. This man, he couldn't stand not talking. Gave his opinion at every chance.
Keep it clean.
Now no one really likes him. And he has no more friends. And that's why he should have practiced. Non-judgmental, non-responsive, empathetic listening. Non-judgmental, non-responsive, empathetic listening. What's the biggest risk you've taken? I asked him one day on the street. He looked up quickly, his hands were shaking, his lips were quaking, he wasn't faking. He said to me, no one's ever been so kind to me. What you said just now made me see. I thought that to fit in society, I had to put myself out there to make them care. Now, what I realized on that walk, on that warm sunny day, was that although this man was a complete jerk, he was still a human being. He told me his story, and it made me see just how flawed a human being can be. He told me that as a child he was very shy, insecure, and afraid to voice his opinion. One day, he realized while sitting in his room that if he wanted to make a difference in this world, he would need to throw himself into it head first. He didn't know how to do this, so he stepped out into the world and guessed. He started talking loud, talking out, talking fast, letting the world know who he was. But although this excessive talking was merely his attempt to include himself in this vast world, it was interpreted by those he encountered as rude. Slowly, he became disconnected from everyone else. His friends, at least those he thought were his friends, started to leave him. So, He threw himself into the corporate world and worked his way up until he became rich and powerful. He had everything and laughed in the face of those who had wronged him. But he was still missing the most important aspect of life: love. All this man wanted was to be loved. So when I saw him on that street and asked him that simple question, he cried. He cried because he finally felt love. Him and I are good friends to this day. He taught me an important lesson, one that everyone should know but few ever learn.
Drop the hate. Forgive each other.
Only by listening to other people's stories can you truly understand them. Non-judgmental, non-responsive, empathetic listening. Non-judgmental, non-responsive, empathetic listening. Non-judgmental, non-responsive, empathetic listening. Non-judgmental, non-responsive, empathetic listening.